So I will be giving a demo on finance topic. So what is exactly the finance? So what is the importance of finance and what are the different topics we are going to cover in the finance training sessions, and what is the course duration, and how are we going to give the information, like so on what basis the classes are running, etc., etc., all will discuss in the today's discussion. Okay, so this is how I have planned for agenda. Like I will give you the what is introduction of ERP, what are the characteristics of an ERP, then overview of the Dynamics 365. So after that we'll discuss about what are the different project types and project phases will be available in the Dynamics. What are the career opportunities if you wanted to become a Microsoft Dynamics consultant? So what are the different career opportunities we have it? So then what is the course content of the finance and all we'll try to discuss in the today's agenda. Okay, then let's get started. First of all, let's understand what is ERP. Why we are discussing ERP, you will soon understand when I'm discussing about a Microsoft Dynamics 365. Okay, so because Microsoft Dynamics 365 is a ERP product. Okay, so Microsoft Dynamics, or there are some other products like SAP, Oracle, Tally, etc., etc. These all are ERP products. So that is where I'm giving a small intro about a ERP. So what is ERP? ERP stands for Enterprise Resource Planning. Means in any organization you will have a resources, right? What kind of resources we will be having? We will have a materials. Means materials is nothing but it is a machines. Laptop is a machine, right? Desktop is a machine. Laptops, desktops and all will be a resources. Not only machines, you will have a people also, like you will have employees, right? So employees also call it as a resources. So you will have a money in the organization. So all these things will be calling it as a resources. In any organization, how are we planning to utilize our resources? How are we using our laptop? How are we using our employee? How are we using our money? All this kind of planning is required. So to do that planning, we need a ERP software. ERP softwares are nothing but it is a financial softwares. How your financial information is storing, what is your profits, what is your liabilities in this particular quarter, what is the income statement, what is the balance sheet, etc., etc. All those information will be storing in the financial services called as a ERP products. So that is where we need a ERP in any organization. Even if it is a small organization or medium organization or big organization, we need a ERP product. Without ERP product, businesses cannot be executed. Why? Because they have to store their financial details, right? How many purchases I am doing on the daily basis, how many sales we are doing on the daily basis. Everything should be recorded in the month end. When we are evaluating, we need to be understand what is the monthly expenses, monthly profits. All those things can be done in the ERP products. So that is where ERP is very much important. That's what I have mentioned. Why do we need ERP? Because it is required to store the financial details of the organization. Okay. What are the different characteristics of ERP? Means what are the benefits of ERP? Okay, you are asking me to use a ERP product even if it is a small or medium or large scale organization. What is the benefit of ERP? What are the facilities you will be finding in the ERP products? So, in general, all the ERP products will have these benefits or characteristics. What are those? System integration means for example, you are using one ERP product. So that ERP product can be integrated with other software. Okay, I will give you an example. Everybody will do online shopping, right? So we do online shopping, or we do booking of the tickets, or etc., etc., everything through online we will do, right? Okay, so in the Amazon, you are booking some product. So when you're booking some product in the Amazon, okay, so at last you will go for a payment, and when you select your bank details, it is directly navigating to your other application like HDFC Bank or ICICI Bank or Access Bank, whatever bank details you are giving, it will go to that particular application, right? How it is happening? From Amazon app to HDFC app, it is moving because of the integration. That is called as a integration. Any ERP product can be integrated with the other softwares. One or two integrations also can be possible. That is one of the major benefit of ERP. Second thing, real time data update. What do you mean by real time data update? Whenever you update something in the, for example, I have three people working in my organization. All are working in the one of the product, one of the application. So I got some order today. I was placing that order and I have reduced the quantity from 5 to 4. So immediately 4 should be reflected in other people laptops also, in other areas also. That is called as a real time data update. Data will be updating on time. So with like if it is a globally or whatever it is, the data will be updated in a fraction of seconds. That is a real time data update. Centralized information management system, this is very much important. Okay, what is centralized information management system? When there was no ERP software, it's like a long back, almost 40, 50 years ago. I'm telling one story. Okay, 50 years ago, there was no ERP software at all. During that time, people were using multiple softwares to run their business. Okay, so they used to have a 6 to 7 softwares, one software for purchases, other software for sales, other software for reporting, other software for payments, like that. For every activity, one software they used to do it. They used to use it. Okay, so whenever one department required a data, they have to approach to sales department to get a sales data, or they have to go to purchase department to get a purchase data. It was very difficult during that time, because it is not, data is not storing in a one single software, it is storing in a multiple softwares. Whether the data is accurate or it is a consistency also, we don't know. So but that is how they have managed. They have so much of struggles during that period. That is where ERP was introduced, and ERP is having a single software. In the single software, the data is completely centralized. Means in the single software, you will have a purchases record, you will have a sales data, you will have a payments, you will have a etc, everything in the single software. That is called as a centralized information management system. Then consistent user experience. To use a ERP product, you no need to have a lot of technical knowledge. Okay, if you have a basic accounting knowledge, basic finance knowledge, any ERP can be used. You are not going to write too much of coding or nothing. So there is a consistent user experience while you are using a ERP products. So people are so comfortable to adopt the ERP products for their day to day activities. That is where ERP was very famous, and people are using a ERP products in a every organization. So these are the major benefits of an ERP. Okay, fine. Now we understand what is ERP, why are we using ERP, and what are the benefits of an ERP. Three different topics we have covered so far. Hope everyone is clear about that. Now let's talk about the fourth one. What are the ERP products? So far, we discussed ERP, right? So, what are the ERP products available in the market? In the market, 1,000 plus ERP products are available. 1,000 plus. Okay, so but there are so famous ERP products like SAP is one of the ERP product. Many people might heard about a FICO consultant, MM consultant, SAP SD consultant and all, right. So SAP is a ERP product. Oracle Fusion is also one of the ERP product. In the Oracle they have two type of ERP products. One is a Fusion, the other one is a PeopleSoft. Then Tally is also there. Microsoft Dynamics Navision, this is a Microsoft product. Navision is a one type of ERP. Then Microsoft Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations is another ERP product of Microsoft. And recently you might heard about Microsoft Dynamics Business Central. Business Central is also one of the ERP product. So D365 F&O and Business Central both are two different ERPs. People are getting confused. Both are same. No, Business Central is a different ERP. D365 Finance and Operation is a different ERP, but both are Microsoft products only. Microsoft is the owner of these two products. So now we are going to focus on the Microsoft Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations. There are so many ERP products are there, but we have chosen Microsoft Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations for our career growth or for our learning, whatever it is, right? So etc etc, you might have so many ERP products, so I just listed down only few. Let us focus on the Microsoft Dynamics. Okay. When it is started, where it is exactly, what is the name of this product earlier, now what is the name of this product, etc etc, we'll try to understand in this particular flow. If you see here, from 1998 it started. Microsoft Dynamics product, initially it was started in 1998. So they used to call it as a acceptor during 1998. So this was introduced by two companies. One is IBM and there is a another company called as a Danish Damgard Data. It is a US based company. These two companies were introduced 1998 acceptor product. So they used to call it as a acceptor product. So later in 1999, I think so, IBM was returned all the rights to Danish Damgard about the acceptor product, and IBM was left with this product. So there is no shareholder or nothing on the acceptor product by IBM. So in 2000 year, Danish company only was managing this acceptor product. So what they have done, this company was merged with the Navision company. We see, right, business news and all, one company was acquired by other company, one company merged with other company, etc etc. This is a common businesses, right? Business practices, and also whenever they are in losses or whenever they are in a needy, they will merge or they will acquire, etc. So this is how in 2000 year Damgard company was merged with the Navision company. Later in 2002 year, Navision company was acquired by Microsoft. Finally, Microsoft has acquired a Navision product, and when the Microsoft has acquired a Navision, all the Navision products also will be Microsoft products, right? Yeah. So at that time they used to call it as a Accepta 3.0 version. From here the journey started. From here the Microsoft journey started. They started innovating new functionalities to the existing ERP product called as Accepta. That is very very important, right? See, we have a mobiles. You have a Motorola mobile. In Motorola you might have so many models. What is the difference between each model? Slight difference they will bring, and they will release the new model. What is the purpose of that? The purpose is they wanted to attract new people, so that, see, if I say Motorola old model, okay, I'm interested, I'm very much interested for a new model. Why? Because the camera is very good at a new model, something, some new feature they will add, they will release it so that they can make a more sales and they can attract the new people. That is how the business strategy, right? Similarly, in Dynamics also, Microsoft is keep innovating the new things, new functionalities, and they keep releasing a new versions. So Accepta 3.0 in 2002, in 2006 after 3 4 years gap, they did lot of changes to the products, and they have released a Accepta 4.0. Later in 2008 year, they have released Accepta 2009 version. In 2011 year, they have released Accepta 2012, R1, R2, R3. These are released in 2011. Later in 2016, everybody was migrating to cloud. So cloud environments, everybody is migrating. So that's where Microsoft also decided to migrate to cloud, and they have migrated in 2016 year. When they have migrated, they kept the name as a AX7. The product name was AX7, but they are not so happy with the product because entirely the interface is different. It's a cloud based environment, but the name is looks like a old name only, right? See, this is old name AX, and here also AX7. So that is where they have rebranded the name to D365 Finance and Operations in 2017 year. It started in 2016 only, but the name was AX7. But in 2017 they changed it to D365 Finance and Operations. Here also you will have multiple versions. It started with 10.0.0, 10.0.1, 10.0.2, and so on. Currently we find 10.0.42. The detailed versions and all will discuss in the training session, but as of now you just understand this is a flow. In 1998 it started. They used to call it as Accepta. Accepta 3.0, 4.0, 2009, 2011, 12. All these versions are there. So this is the latest one, D365 Finance and Operation. So one question here: do we have these products also available in the market? These old products, 2002 version is also still available. Do you get this license for this? No. These all like, till here AX 2012, AX 2009, all these versions are outdated. Outdated is nothing but out of version. So Microsoft is not selling licenses to this kind of products now. So only you will get a license for D365 Finance and Operations. Okay, so it includes finance and SCM. So in this single product, you will have a finance topics and the SCM topics also. Everything will be there in the one application. If you want single software only for finance or only for SCM, if you want, you can take this one. D365 finance license or D365 SCM license and all. Okay. What are the different project types? Okay. Once you join to the organization on Microsoft Dynamics role, what are the projects you will be finding in the market? Majorly, you will find three type of projects in any organization. One is implementation, the second one is support project, the third one is upgrade project. Okay, you might get opportunity out of any from this list. You might join to implementation team, or you might join to support team, or you might join to upgrade team. So what is implementation? Implementation is nothing but the client is not having any prior knowledge onto the dynamics. He doesn't know ho- how to use the D365 product. They have zero knowledge on this particular product. So they are using some other software to run their business. Now, since Microsoft is very famous, they wanted to migrate to Microsoft Dynamics. So, in that case, we need to help them to configure end to end so that they can use their business activities in the D365. So, that is called as a implementation. From the scratch to 100%, we need to do it. The second one is a support project. What do you mean by support project? Support project is nothing but somebody is already implemented Dynamics for the client. Maybe 1 year ago or 10 years ago, somebody has already implemented. So the business client team is started using the application. So they might have some issues, right? Troubleshooting things. So they might face some errors while they're posting a purchase order or sales order or payments, or they wanted to learn the new topic, something called as a credit and collections, etc., etc. For that, we need a support team who is having a experience on Microsoft Dynamics on all the topics of finance related, and they have to help them how to resolve the issues or how to learn the new things and all. So that is a support consultant duty. So means in this type of project you will get a tickets on daily basis from the client, or whenever a client is facing some issue he will raise a ticket, and once the ticket is up reached to you, we have to fix that. So that kind of support is required. What do you mean by upgrade project? This is called as a mini implementation, I can say. Upgrade is nothing but the client is using a older version of Dynamics product only. Like if you see in this diagram, you see these are the Dynamics products only, right? But versions are little old. From AX 2009 to D365 or AX 4.0 to D365. From older version of Dynamics to 365 F&O, if he wanted to migrate his data and all, that is called as a upgrade project. 6 to 8 months of time it will take, but this is a, as I mentioned, mini kind of implementation. Why? Because older versions will have a different interface and the latest version will have a different interface. You can't directly copy paste, right? So the data should be exported into different format. From there you need to change the formatting and import back to D365. A lot of manual work you should do it. So that is the upgrade project. So these are the three different kind of projects we will be having in the market. So we can get any opportunity, either implementation or support or upgrade. Next one. Okay. This is a basic concept. Okay. Whenever you start doing a implementation of the project, what are the different phases or stages involved in the project? First you need to analyze the client requirements, right? Basic thing you have to analyze. So what exactly he's asking, what is his current business and all. Then once you analyze the things, you need to design and develop. So if there is any requirement to write a coding, then the coding part will be taken care by the different people. So there is a technical team who will take care of the coding part. So if it is a configuration things and all, finance team will handle all those things, design and develop. Once you design and develop, you need to test it whether it is working or not. You did all the work, but finally whether you are getting expected output or not, you need to test it, right? That is called as a tester. So once testing is passed, the complete configs and all should be deployed to production environment. So once the production environment is ready, the client team will start operating is nothing but they will start using in their business on daily basis. That is a operator. More elaborations and all will do it in the training session, but this is a high level explanation. Whenever the project started, you have to analyze the project, you have to design the project and develop it, test it, deploy it and operate it. If you wanted to become a Microsoft Dynamics consultant, what are the different roles are available? See, in Microsoft Dynamics, we have three different roles, like means three different modules, I can say, or three different profiles we have. One is a finance, second one is a supply chain management, that you can call it as a trade and logistics also. Third one is a retail. These are the three different modules we will be having. So, if it is a finance or SCM or retail, you will have these kind of roles. You will have a functional consultant role who is having a less than 6 or 7 years of experience. People will be having a functional consultant where your duty is to configure the application, prepare the FDD documents, do the testing, give a training to the users, okay, preparation of user manuals, etc., etc. All the functional activities you will be doing it. You will be coordinating with the client and the technical team to do any kind of customizations, etc., etc. You might have another role also, means once your experience is increasing, once your knowledge is increased, you can get an opportunity as a business analyst also. Okay, so business analyst means you might have a very good experience, very good knowledge into the specific topics, and also then business. See, obviously you need a knowledge into dynamics product. Apart from that, business related things also, if you are having a more idea, you can get a business analyst role also. There is another role available, test analyst, test consultant. So nowadays in big organizations like TCS, HCL, Accenture and all, they are framing a new team only for testing the things. They will not do anything else apart from testing. They will do testing on dynamics only, not on the Java testing or something. No, that is not. I'm not talking about a manual testing and all. That is different. I'm talking about a dynamics only. Within the dynamics, we have to do the testing. So that is the reason nowadays people are hiring a dynamics consultants, where they should have a dynamics knowledge, and they will be only working on the testing. So test consultants, this is also one of the good profile, where you will do the testings like whether it is a manual testing or automatic testing, that is depends. So few companies will still follow manual testing only, few organizations are using a automatic testing and all. So that and all you will easily learn once you join to the testing team. I will tell you what kind of testings we will do, what is testing and all during our discussions. We'll elaborate more on this. Then project management, project manager also you can become once you have 10 plus years of experience and you have very good knowledge into the dynamics projects and all, then you can become a project manager also. So these are the available roles we have for the finance consultant or SEM consultant. Anybody can try for these kind of roles. Finally, just an example I'm telling. Okay, you have decided to become a finance functional consultant. What is the key skills? What are the key areas I need to focus? See, whenever we decide for something, you have to list down, right? If I want to become so and so, then what is my priority? What I should concentrate and all, right? So these are the things we need to concentrate. First, tools. When I say tools, it includes Microsoft Dynamics 365 application, how the application is working. That is very, very important. If you wanted to become a functional consultant of finance, you should know how the Dynamics product is executing, how to create a one transaction, or how to understand the sales order process, etc., etc. All those things can be decided in the tools. So within the tools, I can say how to use a Microsoft Dynamics product. The second one, were you able to use the Microsoft Office, Word document, Excel, PPT? That is basic, right? Because you might require to present something in front of the client. You need to prepare a PPT. You need to put some values into the Excel. So basic Excel usage or basic Word document and all, that is also required. Okay, so there are some dynamics related, some websites are there like LCS, Microsoft Azure, all those things also we required, but not at moment. LCS and all, once we join to the organization also we can learn it. But majorly two things, two applications you need to learn. One is Microsoft Dynamics 365 application you need to learn. The second one, Microsoft Office, how to use the Word pad, Word document, Excel and all. Second thing, customer focus. Were you able to understand customer requirement? When I say customer is nothing but your client. Client is nothing but your customer, okay? So were you able to talk to him? Were you able to understand what exactly he's saying? That is customer focus. Business communication and documentation. This is very important. I told you, right? Documentations we will be doing, FDD documentations and all. So every organization will have their own format of the documents. One company will have the one format, the other company will have other format and all. But the content you should be able to write, right? So when I ask you to write a purchase order process, you should be able to write it. So we need a documentation skills, and you need to talk. Communication is also must. So then business analytics. So you need to think the problem into different ways. How can I give a solution? So there is a problem arises in the project. How should I fix that issue? So how should I give a solution? All the thinking should be there. Okay, not only copy paste. See, if everything is there in the application, you can do it. But if it is not there, how to provide a solution for that? That kind of thinking is also required. Apart from that, if you have a certifications, that is an added advantage. I'm not saying certification is must for every organization. I'm not saying that, but if you have it, that will be a additional advantage. So if you wanted to have a finance consultant certification, then MB 310 is a exam we have to write it. Okay, so this is the last option. Okay, I'm not saying this is mandatory. Once you join to the organization, maybe later also you can write it, or once you are done with the training, or if you are very much interested also, you can write it. So this is last, but nowadays few companies are asking during a interview. So that's where I just added this point also. If you have this also, will be having a added advantage. So these are the major things we needed, then only we can become a finance consultant. Okay, now how should I learn these things? Certification will keep it aside. Tools, Microsoft Office, how can I learn? Just open the Word document, try to write something, do the formatting, do the add the table of content, etc. You have to practice it. Microsoft Office, it's a easy only. I think everybody will have a basic idea of Office, that is fine. What about Microsoft Dynamics 365 finance and operation? That you have to take a training. Either you take a training, or you learn yourself by following the documentation from the Microsoft, but that is very clumsy, right? You don't know where to start, where to end, because in the websites and all, they will talk about a more on the area points and all. So it will be very clumsy, and you will not be able to focus too much on the excess topics. So that is where, yeah, I'm just telling, whatever is comfortable, take a training from me or take a training from other uh, trainer or other institute, or wherever it is, wherever you get a information or knowledge, you just try to focus on it. That is how we have to learn the application. Once you learn the application, the rest will come automatically. Once you learn the application, just give a try. Just try to apply for our interviews, try to go for a mock interviews, one or two mock interviews. Once you give it, then you will get a confident, and then you can apply for an opportunity. So once the opportunity, once you interview is scheduled, give a try. So first interview failed, okay, second, third, fourth, at least if you are keep doing that activity, fifth time or sixth time, definitely you will be getting a opportunity. Okay, so that is how you have to focus on it. Now, coming to the content. Okay, so the detailed information about the module wise I have given in the next slides, but now this is a high level content. What are we going to discuss for the finance? Especially if you see organization administration module, where we will be covering some kind of entity setups or entity number sequence setups and all. Then there is another important module in the finance, is a general ledger module. It's one of the important module, where we will be setting up all the chart of accounts or main accounts, currencies, calendar, etc., etc. Accounts payable module, this is another module where we will be discussing about a purchase process. As a company, how are we purchasing the things from the different parties and all? How company is making a payment, etc., etc. All those things will be discussed in the accounts payable module. When it comes to accounts receivable module, this module will have a, as a company, how they are doing a sales, what is the payment mode they are getting from the customers, etc., etc. So cash and bank management module. So when we say the name itself, it is a bank payments, bank reconciliation, bank payments, and all will be discussed here. Fixed asset module, tax module, project accounting, budgeting. So there is another module also have added. It's a consolidation module. So where you will have a statement from the different companies and all, you will have a single statement in the consolidation. Finally, you will have an introduction to the feature management, data management, electronic reporting, etc., etc. So these are the areas we will be covering. So these areas, practically, how are we doing it in the system? Okay, so from the entity setup to entry posting, what are the different things we will be configuring? Every module configuration, master data uploading, then entry posting. This is how we will be covering. That is very important. There are few people, they will take a existing entity and they will explain something, and then at the end they will take you to new entity and they will try to create everything. That's a time waste thing and you will not understand, you will feel it's so clumsy. But here I'm starting from the new entity. From there, how are we upgrading to every module? How are we moving? So from general ledger module to accounts payable, what is the relation? How are we moving it? So where are we starting and where we are ending? Everything you will get a clear picture. So that is how I will take. And wherever there is a discussion on the real time, definitely I will try to highlight, because I have a implementation knowledge and the support knowledge. So that's where I can try to give you some kind of examples during implementation. So this is how we used to do it, this is how we have to focus on it. All those things also I will be try to cover it. And wherever the possibility is there, I will try to highlight this is an important area where we need to focus, where you need to practice more. This is one of the interview question. These kind of things also I will be giving during a training session. So these are the topics, more in detail topics in the module wise. So these are all things you will understand once we jump into the training. So main account types, all these things in accounts payable module, also different areas. These are the different areas in the accounts receivable module, the cash and bank management, fixed asset. I'm not elaborating why, because these all are new terminologies for you. If I explain, you will get confused. This is a module. Under the module, the topics are this. So taxation, yeah, in the taxation, I will be covering sales tax, sales tax general, withholding tax India, withholding tax India, GST also I will cover. Okay, so then how to create a project, project accounting. So how to post the basic transactions by using a project accounting, all those things also I will be covering. What is electronic reporting, data management, feature management, this is very very important. So nobody will talk about this area. Okay, this is a real time discussion. Data management is one of the important framework where you will migrate. For example, my client is using Oracle. From Oracle to D365, if he wanted to migrate, I need to use DMF, data management framework. By using this, how to get the data. So how to use this application, how to use this framework also I will be explaining you. Okay, so apart from that, what do we do it? So, as I mentioned, wherever the topic comes, I will explain you the real time things. Okay,